The Ark and the Flood. When God created everything, God looked out over all the earth and said, "This is good." But people began to do bad things. And God decided to send a great flood to wash the earth and make it new again. But God saw a good family. There was the father Noah, his wife Naamah. They had 3 sons, and each of them had wives. Now, Noah walked with God, and God came so close to Noah, and Noah came so close to God that Noah knew what God wanted Noah to do. He wanted him to build a giant boat called an ark. And so Noah and his family started to build a great big boat. And they worked day in, day out to build that boat. And as they built the ark, animals from all over the earth, in the 4 corners of the earth, came to the ark. And after all the animals were on, Noah and his family came into the ark. Now, once the ark was closed up and all the animals and Noah's family was on the boat, it began to rain. And it rained, and water kept coming down from the heavens and up from the earth. And at first it was like any other rain, but that rain kept coming. The puddles ran together. Soon the water covered everything, and the boat began to rise. Higher and higher. And when the creatures on the ark looked out into the rain, all they could see was water. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. But God didn't forget the creatures on the ark. God didn't forget Noah's family. And after 40 days and 40 nights, the rain stopped. God sent a great wind to dry up the water, and the water began to go down. Now, Noah took a dove. He held it in his hand and he sent it forth. It flew and it flew looking for dry land. But it came back and Noah held it in his hand again. There was nothing anywhere but water still. He waited 7 days and sent the bird out again. This time the dove flew and flew. And when it came back this time, it had an olive branch in its mouth. That meant there were things growing on the earth again. Now Noah waited 7 more days and sent the dove out once more. It flew and it flew. But this time it did not come back. It had found dry land. The water kept coming down, and eventually there was dry ground again. All of the creatures began to come out of the ark. They were so glad to be back home again. They had to say prayers of thanksgiving to God. They actually built an altar to God. Suddenly, the creatures saw a great bow in the sky. It was a bow of many colors. You can still see it today when it's raining and it's sunny outside. Now, we can't bring a whole rainbow in this room, but if you take a prism and you shine a light through it, you might just be able to see little pieces of the rainbow right here in this room. This was God's promise that God would never send a flood like that again. Now the creatures went home to the 4 corners of the earth, and they filled it with life again. I wonder which part of this story is the most important. I wonder what part of this story you liked best. I wonder where you are in this story, or which part is about you. I wonder if there's any part of this story we could leave out and still have everything we need. I wonder why Noah built such a big boat.